Hey Blue Table fans, I'm here with Blue Table Assembler Mason.
How's it going?
And Blue Table Assembler Ren. Hello. And yes, I'm co-opting their existences. And all right, so here we have a dual-use Nurgle Daemons army.
Yep.
And I'm going to let the guys explain everything to you.
For client B. Smith, I think?
Yeah, B, yep.
So what we got going on here, it's dual use, obviously, because we have the movement trays, and then they're on rounds to go on the movement trays. Which is really nice. And
so they have metal plates on the bottom.
Yes, they all have metal plates on them.
Great.
Except for one toe that I somehow missed. I'm going to go fix that shortly after this, though.
Okay. All right, so that's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, keep
Pretty
going.
sturdy. So as far as the magnetization, I'm pretty proud of this, actually, because not too often can you do this and make Sean nervous.
Now, hold on. Pull the whole thing off and show us how this works.
Switches
so
from this one
of the 50
to go to the 40K
it goes on to the 60.
Actually, this one is supposed to go with Epidemius. The single plate goes with Epidemius.
All right, that's a good note because we're making this video mainly for the client to show what it is we've done and give a little explanatory note. Now, I already did a specialty report on this guy, this guy, and this guy here.
And then to change him up a little bit, we actually did change his back banner. Because everybody has the same Epidemius model, so this is something to make him stand out and be a little different from everybody else's. So change that up with some rotten wood planks and stuff. As far as these guys, I think you showed one of these guys, but this is the full unit of the Flamers.
Are they, was it Pink Horrors?
Pink Horrors,
or Flamers? Right. But they could be Flamers too.
Yeah, either way. So they actually, I gave them these little guns, or gun arms, like rusty piping is what I was going for. Right. So they're slightly biomechanical with like tubes going from their back and these giant pustules. Like feeding those guns.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty gross.
I have to tell you, I really like this conversion, and when it's painted, I think it's going to look disgusting. Okay, Herald of Nurgle here.
Yep, he's standard. Nothing converted on him at all. He just wanted them straight up, so that one's good.
Okay, so the client specifically said, "I like him."
Just standard.
No. Well, and this is a very exquisite model.
Yeah,
it's very detailed,
and he stands out way differently from these guys.
And that's what the plates look like.
Yep. So, actually, the plates was a different thing because before on a past project. We had slotted bases, so we could just put the plates on. Right. So actually,
and you had actually carved off the edges and made them octagonal.
These ones I had 15 mil plates, and I was able to get little pieces of wood to actually build them up to put them underneath. Okay. So it would hold snug.
Great. And then we got the Furies. These guys are going to have a tray. We're still
those
measuring and cutting trays.
This is a suggestion for as per us. Right. Me and Sean were talking about this, and I think their client was requesting 5 wide.
Which we can make.
We can do it, but it might be a little hard in game to actually get that moving on the table and wheeling around and things like that. I think it's going to be
I can include different sizes. We can do now here's where we would get client input. Yeah. So Beast of Nurgle, if we got it right, they're on 40s.
Yeah, which is actually would be like this.
And that's a 40.
It's really tight.
It is a little tight for these guys because the model is a little bit larger.
Larger than actual beast,
I'm just going to include some bonus trays of both sizes.
That's a good call.
And by the way, that's a good thing when you get movement trays for an army is buy some extras for different formations. Okay, talk about these guys.
Okay, so he was also asking for just the one tray on these, but actually found ones that fit perfectly pretty much for the two at a time.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, because if you take casualties,
you can just take,
you don't have like a giant part of the tray hanging out for no apparent reason.
Yeah. Typically you will go one and then maybe two. It's one time.
Okay, so these guys have plates and they're also magnetized.
On the bottom here. You actually need 2 hands almost.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's a very strong connection.
So these magnets, this is a different experiment we were doing with this too. So these magnets are they're actually larger than 1/8 inch magnets. Okay. Just to make sure they would hold this much weight.
Are they 2 deep or is it just one magnet?
It's actually 2 deep on these.
Okay.
Just to be sure. I wanted to be sure they wouldn't flop around. So.
And then for 40K, they go on those.
You can hear that snap.
Yeah, look at that. Like it doesn't even sag when you turn it on its side.
Nope.
God, that's great. So that's...
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of those.
Yeah, I'm impressed. And the nail idea is absolutely genius.
That was
By the way,
Ren's idea.
Ren is here.
He's taking credit.
And I'd like to point out that he's in his Ninja Turtle jammies.
He's got the shirt too.
Yeah.
That's his Christmas
there's nothing like nostalgia to make you feel good, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you want to hit on. Maybe.
No, I think it's fantastic.
Talk about the cannon.
Yeah, well,
you did show it in the video, but this is before this. This is actually kind of snug. But yeah, check that out.
And Ren sacrificed his do not use.
This was for you.
So, but don't worry, this will all be primed over. And Okay, so hold on. And then the last thing, we use this Heldorado figure as a Nurgle Herald. And he's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Cool.
All right, folks.
So yeah, this was a lot of fun to work with. I want to say thank you to the client just as a personal thing. Thanks for giving me the freedom to do what I wanted because I got to have fun with it, and I like that.
So, all right, fantastic. All right, thanks a lot, guys. That looks real nice.